What is going on, everybody? It's been a while since I made a video, but we are going to have a lot of fun tonight. Oh, yes, we are. Because the racists, the bigots, the creamy, non-colorful complexion of clowns is very upset today. Hell, they've been upset all year. And I don't understand why. I don't understand it, but I know it. And what happened in the gaming world today to get these jabronis upset, to get them so in their feelings and hurt? And before I even get into this video, let me tell you real quick, I don't care about anybody's feelings. You're all NPCs on the internet. Friends don't exist on the internet. Unless your family, your wife, your significant other bakes me cookies and sends me baked goods in the mail, then you do not exist to me. So I don't want to hear anybody crying and complaining. Shut up. You're losers. Pay attention to what I have to say and listen. So, today, October 19th, Sony, show your support for the Black Lives Matter movement with this new PS4 theme. Out now for free. You don't have to pay for it, people thinking they're trying to raise money for things. At the PlayStation Store. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. And oh, are people mad? They are furious, and in a strange way, it is chaotic, but it's beautiful chaos. Y'all know I'm not shy on confrontation, so clowning these jabronis, these clowns, these social rejects is right up my alley. Mark DaCosta, I bought a PlayStation 4 just for the Japanese games I couldn't get on Xbox. Now I'll just have to be going up with the upcoming Series X and a Switch while ignoring the PlayStation 5 entirely. You guys had next gen in the bag, but it seems you're just asking to lose with all the people you turn away. Exhibit A. Microsoft addressing racial injustice by Microsoft Corporate Blogs, June 23rd, 2020. And with our handy-dandy search tool, as I shared in our employee town hall last month and an email earlier this month, we are committed to take action to help address racial injustice and inequity and unequivocally believe that Black Lives Matter. Below you will see many of the steps we are taking. So, Mark DaCosta, you will not be going to the Microsoft Series X, and you will not be going to PC, which you need a Windows OS to play. Oh, you want to run over to that Switch? Nintendo of America publishes statement regarding Black Lives Matter update. The Pokemon Company 2. Nintendo shares the pain felt in the United States after the tragic death of George Floyd, and we stand with the black community and all those who recognize our shared humanity and fundamental belief in equity, justice. We reject bias, exclusion, oppression, and the violence that leads to these completely unnecessary deaths. We are committed to fostering equity, inclusion, and diversity in all aspects of our business and the work we do. So, Mark, you can't game on a PlayStation. You can't game on an Xbox. You can't game on a Switch. You can't game on a computer or a PC that has a Windows OS. Oh, Epic Games. You can't even buy games off the Epic Games Store. Epic Games delays Fortnite Season 3 in wake of Black Lives Matter movement. The company states recent events are a heavy reminder of ongoing injustices in society. Hiccups, excuse me. You know, it's a goddamn shame, Mark. And you know what's even more funnier? Or more funny? Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, and dozens of studios Share support for Black Lives Matter. So, you won't be playing any of those PlayStation games, Mark. You won't be playing any of them Xbox games, Mark. Oh, well, it looks like Bethesda spent $7.5 billion for nothing, Mark. You wanted to play Halo? Sorry about that, Mark. WB Games, DC Comics, DC... Nope, you ain't playing, Mark. Naughty Dog, The Last of Us... Nope. Not playing it, Mark. Sucker Punch, Guerrilla Games? Nope. I am proud to say right now that video games are not a hobby for racists. Video games are not a hobby for bigots. Video games are not a hobby for social reject clowns. And if you don't like it, that's too bad. It's too bad because you don't have much of a choice in games now, do you, Mark? But it gets better, people. Oh, it gets better. It gets so better. I need you guys to listen to this. I gotta plug in my headphones real quick so you can listen to this right here. This golden goose of desperation and disdain.
You're a fucking dog shit company. You're a fucking dog shit company. I hope your fucking stock tanks. I hope you fucking go bankrupt in a week. You're a dog shit fucking company. Anyone that supports this company need to rethink their life and find fucking Jesus. Because I tell you something right now. Anyone that supports Black Lives Matter is supporting terrorism. You are supporting a group of people that advocate and encourage the burning, looting, and murder of people around this world.
Oh, look at these people here. They're just being attacked and killed because they're black. No, they're not actually. Fucking Brown Floyd was a fucking junkie.
Breon Floyd? Breon Floyd. You know, it's funny to me. Let me show you this little cartoon real quick. It's funny. Real funny to me. Even amidst the nonviolent protests by Dr. Martin Luther King, they still tried to paint it as violent marches that destroyed cities and killed people. Now, we all know that every movement and everything in this world has outliers, because otherwise, universally, everything would be an absolute. But look what they're doing then in the 60s during the Civil Rights Movement, and look what they're doing now. Y'all ain't slick. Y'all ain't smart. Like just imagine if social media and the internet was around in the 60s and the 70s. During these movements, during the height of these movements. We already know back then, you know, Martin Luther King is looked at in a positive light now. But back then, he was one of the most hated men in America. Muhammad Ali, praised now, but was looked at as one of the most despicable and despised people in America, you know, for not going to war. But I digress. There's a certain guy for running for president who got out of that certain war. But people don't seem to care. Which I always find funny. Everything's all honky-dory. You know, like the little fish in that movie, Finding Dory. Honky-dory, like the fish. Everything's all honky-dory. Until black people get involved. And then it's a problem. It's always a problem. What does any of these game companies... How does saying Black Lives Matter, which they do, affect any of these game companies making games? Somebody explain that to me. I'm listening. Somebody please explain it to me. Does it impede the development process of the game? Does it change the quality of the game they are developing? Does it implement loot boxes and microtransactions that we have so much disdain for? Does it translate into having an always online single player game? Does Black Lives Matter, does saying Black Lives Matter mean that we're going to get $70 games next generation? Y'all make it sound like it does. Like, the funny thing is, Mark, you are acting like you're buying a PlayStation to play the Japanese games that are on Xbox. Like the Japanese don't have pride for Japanese people themselves. Now, this is a completely unrelated thing, but what would be considered more egregious to the American people? Riots and the destruction of property, or Pearl Harbor? But I don't see you crying about Japanese people in video games. I don't see you crying about Japanese people, period. But what I do see is a bunch of honky Dory, like the fish. You know, the fish from Finding Nemo. Attitudes and actions that just downright have issues with black people. And I find it funny. And I find it somewhat a little entertaining because, you know, I like Dory. Finding Nemo, Dory. Where's that Dora the Explorer? I don't know. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Bottom line is this, clowns. Social rejects. Losers. Lames. Bigots. Whatever you want to call it. People of color aren't going anywhere. Black people aren't going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. Us dominating your sports, it's not really changing anytime soon. Or anytime ever. So, hate to say this to you, hate to break it to you, but you might want to start finding avenues to get used to it. Because it ain't changing. Likewise, if you're upset and you're a gamer, know this. Gaming is not a hobby for racists. Gaming is not a hobby for people that don't like black people. Gaming is not a hobby for bigots. So, if you have an issue with it, have fun. Play some marbles. Play some jacks. Get some pogs going. Play some solitaire. Oh, you can't play solitaire. It's on Microsoft. What else can you do? Play some can't play spades. That might be too black for you. Not enough Dory. Or maybe too much Dory. I don't know. Can't play that. What else can we do here? Y'all can't play sports because black people are in sports. And black people get supported by Black Lives Matter in sports. You can't watch sports. You can't play video games. You can't listen to music. What can you do? What hobbies do you guys have now? I'm not watching football anymore. I'm not watching baseball. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Oh, you online all the time on Twitter crying and complaining? Is there like some secret underground society where all the honky Dory like the fish, you know? Is there some secret society where all that's happening underground? That I don't know about, that we don't know about? Is there a party or a club going on that I don't know about? That I'm not invited? I might have to go find it. I might have to go find it. But before we go, because I've had enough talking about all this honky Dory stuff, I just need to show you real quick real quick, Dory from Pixar. I'm Black Bond. Y'all try to have a nice day. Just try. Or not. Continue to cry in despair. Enjoy your evening, people. I'm out.